Hello and welcome to Rome Total War, the first game in the two-part series. Today we'll be talking about how the game is played and how it's relevant and the strengths and weaknesses of it. So let's get started by starting a new campaign. So here we go. Here's my territories. The Julia, I have 3 cities lined up right around here. The goal of this game is to sort of get well known in Rome, appease the Senate for a while until you eventually take over Rome in a civil war kind of battle. So my goal right now is to let's see what my goal is. Missions. So it wants me to take Segesta. So that's right here. I'm going to attack this rebel city with my small army here. So let's try to do that. Great thing about this game is very historically accurate. The Gaul were a big problem in northern Italy, and pirates, which are presumably these rebels I'm attacking right now, were also a huge problem for Rome until Pompey put them down in the late Roman Republic. So I'm going to maintain this siege for a while so I can kind of starve out their city and pretty much put them under their guard. So let's skip the turn. And as you can see, I have captured the city just by starving their people out, which seems really awful. I have 3 options here. I can occupy the settlement, enslave the populace, or exterminate the populace. All amounts to different things happening. I can get some more money if I kill them all. I could, actually, it's maybe more helpful if I occupy at this point because I can have those people work for me. So the Senate's happy, and they assign me a new mission. Take Mediolanum. I can't read Latin, so... Now that's a Gaul city, and this is important to note because the Gauls were a huge problem in northern Italy at this point. They were infringing on Roman territory quite a lot, so let's see what I can do with this. And here comes battle. We'll make a ram, maintain the siege, and see what happens next turn. Looks like they are going to win. So I'm going to withdraw. But they're going to attack me anyway. Well, I don't have many options here, so... Okay, here we are, first battle. It's not going to go well, since I'm very ill-prepared. So, this is another strong point of this game, is the battling. There's a lot of strategy you can use. There's a lot of certain things you can manipulate to... hopefully have the battle go in your favor. For example, I could split these guys up. I could attack their right wing, split these guys up, attack their left wing, and send these guys up the middle with some of the cavalry. I'm not going to do that because I'm probably going to lose, so I'm going to most likely retreat since my Roman army isn't very strong right now. Well, it appears I cannot flee because I've already retreated, so... What we're going to do is, this is a suicide mission, so we're gonna go in anyway and attack them because I can't flee. I've already fled. So here's how battle works. I'm going to slow this down. I'm going to stop these guys. I'm going to send my missiles in. And then send my Hastati in. Attack these guys on that flank, and attack these guys on that flank. So we'll see how this goes. I'll keep my cavalry back because the general is the most important player on this battlefield for me. If I lose him, demoralizes the troops, and it's really not good for anybody except for the opposing army. Well, it looks like. It appears that I'm being flanked pretty hardcore here. So I'm sending my cavalry in because, you know, they need help. So it's kind of risky to do what I'm doing right now. I'm very ill-prepared for this battle. Getting killed right now, essentially. You can see my generals right here. So he's doing what he can. It might not end up well for him in the end. Oh, he's dead. So this didn't go well. This didn't go well at all, but what's really important to note is that you have a number of strategies for confronting the situation. If I had more troops, I could manipulate them in a way so I could occupy their army on one half of the screen while the other army's on the other half of the screen, and split them down the middle. Lost more than half my troops there. Not really deterred by that because it's early and this is all for example's sake. So the strategy of attacking a city beyond the battlefield is really important to note because I can do a lot of things here. I can take out this army right here, or part of this army. And let's see where I can attack. Go over here. This outpost seems smaller. I can take these guys out as well. Move them down here. We'll skip turns. And I'll move him over here, move him over here. So now I have two different armies that are really close to Batavium. This is important because I can use these guys to flank here, and while these guys go in for the kill. So it's kind of a surprise attack. It's an ambush that can really disorient the other troops, the other army. So it's wintertime now up here. Unfortunate with this game, winter and other weather patterns do not affect armies. Really what affects the armies is simply what kind of troops are stacked up against them. So that's really unfortunate for me. I would like to see weather play a bigger part in this game. I'd like to see other elements play a bigger part in this game. Like maybe you could starve the troops on the battlefield if you don't attack soon enough. Something like that. So in that sense, there's not a lot of strategy, but right here I'm about to execute some pretty spot-on strategy that makes this game move pretty well. So I'm going to orient this guy right here, and I'm going to come in with this army, but these guys will be on the battlefield once I attack, and they'll ambush them to the flank. So let's assault them now. And I am stacked pretty well right here. I've got my my leader of my faction here, and they have less men than I do. So let's see how this goes. And I also have two armies on the front. So one army I'll be in control of, the other army will kind of be on its own, confronting the Gaul by themselves. But it should put me in a pretty good position because they'll be flanked on either side. What's hard about this game is other than the fact I can split up these armies and make them go each way and kind of have two armies at my disposal doing what I want them to. There's nothing really else standing in the way of my troops or the opposing army's troops. There's no weather patterns. There's nothing that can affect them. So in that way, the game's not as dynamic as I want it to be. Because in a lot of Roman history, certain battles were determined by the fact of simple land layout and how the weather and climate was. So nothing like that here, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it's an older game, and it's still incredibly detailed for its age. So my other army didn't really come into play here. They were kind of just sitting by the walls, and that's unfortunate because I wanted them to be more of a factor. Maybe my general wouldn't have died if they came in soon enough. That's unfortunate because I can't control them. They kind of just do what they want. It's all AI. But I still won, and it's early on, so I don't really care if I lost one general. So I have this city now. I'll occupy. I don't want to exterminate the city. That's kind of weird and kind of mean. A problem with this game that I've also run into is there's not enough faction leaders to rule all the cities you capture. For example, I have all these cities right here. This city, Segesta, does not have a governor or a faction leader to control it, so riots are prone to happen soon, which is not fun. I would ultimately love to have a little bit more resources to make this game flow a little better. It's the challenge already, so if I had maybe more governors introduced to me quicker, it'd be nicer to play. But other than that, that's about all there is to this game, capturing cities and making the imperialistic strides to becoming a world power. And that's about it. Thank you for watching.